This is no good. I think I drew this. I think I was watching like one of those old um, one of those old what do you call it, biblical Cecil B. DeMille movies from like the 60s. I think it was what was it, Esther and the King or something like that. So this is a little bit too angular, and that nose is no good. But anyway, um, one of the problem I'll give you guys a little bit of a tip here, in terms of like how to draw hair, because a lot of people have problems like to like how to draw hair, and um, I can understand, because people say, like how do you draw hair, and like how do you avoid getting that that helmet head kind of thing. There are two approaches towards like drawing hair. Again, I'm hoping this is showing up. Of course, you can like draw it, as a large shape like this, right? And then then you can add the hair in later, like so. Um, it's not really a good idea to try to draw hair um, like individually. I think you want to think about like the overall the overall graphic shape of it first, and then that way um, you can sorry, just putting a little face here so you guys can get the idea of what's happening here. Sorry. Um, what did I say before? I should slow down. Maybe slow down. There's no rush. You guys aren't going anywhere, and actually, if this was getting too long, you could just simply stop the video and come back later, right? So anyway, all right. So it's just generally speaking, in terms of like, yeah, like drawing hair, it's a good idea, like maybe just to draw it as like an overall shape at first, and then um, later after that, you can come back and um, you know put in the details, such as like the modeling tone. Um, anyway, you guys got the idea. Another thing, also um, when you draw, also you wanted to take into consideration the rhythms that are existing here. You know, try to find where rhythms are. Make sure that when you draw the hair or anything, that it's clear that we can see um, how it relates, how like one part of what it is that you're drawing like relates to another thing, so everything is unified. Okay. All right. So let me keep going. That's Yawa Kinchan. Actually, I'm really disappointed in this sketchbook, actually, because I really didn't. Again, like with working with tone paper, you really can like push your ideas more, because again, whenever like you put like an absolute white or an absolute dark in here, it really tends to pop out more. So this one. This is a very simple sketchbook. Actually, I like it. This is art model U. She's an awesome model. She's not particularly muscular, or she's not particularly, there's nothing really dramatic about her body, but she is an awesome model. She has like a normal Japanese woman's body, but but she has a fantastic body tone, and she makes very, very good poses. I don't know what it is, I guess she's got that it factor that I really like. This is also still, this is our Marla U. I didn't put any white highlights in this one, but you know what? I'll show you really, really quickly. I know I shouldn't do this, but so even though I kind of like it the way it is, I shouldn't touch it, but just doing like little things like that, just helps, like, just to make things just pop out a little bit more, So, and obviously, it's quite simple, right? If the light is coming down from this way, right? Well, the areas that are going to be closest to the light are going to be the brightest, right? And then, the areas, that are furthest away from the light, of course, they're going to be darker. It's really that simple, And then, of course, other areas, of course, they're not going to quite catch the same kind of, not the same kind of light that's going to be up here, obviously not. But in other areas, like, for example, like this knee, how that's pushing up, that's gonna catch light, right? Of course, you have, like, this bulging of the musculature here, even like her fingers, like that, like at the knuckles and stuff like that. That's gonna catch light as well. So anyway, that's the basic idea. Okay, so that's something for you guys to keep in mind. Okay. This is another failure. I don't like this one, but you see, and unfortunately, it's the first time I'm using color. I'm using sanguine. I do draw with a I have a few sanguine pencils that I like to draw with. The reason why I like drawing with sanguine is because, like I said, most of the world that we see, and it's really like in like browns, grays, and if any kind of color, like maybe going towards like a reddish brown, and sanguine kind of like represents that. It has kind of like that earth kind of tone, so I like drawing with it. Here's another. This one is okay. This one it's kind of okay. Another thing, when you do your live drawing, you're at no obligation to draw the entire figure. Okay. The purpose of you is like to do a composition, that's going to benefit you in terms of increasing your skill, increasing your understanding, increasing your confidence, or maybe like working out certain areas that you need to focus on. For this drawing, I have this might be Yawa Kinchon, actually, maybe, because of the musculature in the back. I think maybe it is, and also the hips as well. but anyway, but yeah, I wanted to work out, like, in terms of like how this musculature here is like working out, and of course, yeah, and the relationship between like the rib cage, the upper part of her torso, and like her hip area. I just wanted to use that as a study. So so I didn't draw the head, I didn't draw the legs, anything like that. And I composed it this way also, deliberately. I thought if I put more information in there, it's going to get cluttered up. So there's a saying, about Rodin. Rodin got criticized, for doing a whole bunch of studies, because if you like the artist Auguste Rodin, he does like a lot of torso studies, and critics in Paris try to savage him, saying, he was doing like these grotesque studies, of dismembered dismembered women, or something to that effect, and hey, again, you guys, work out the areas that you want to work out, focus on the things that you want to focus on, that speaks to you, that calls to you, So, okay, this one I drew a little bit more, and this really is a sanguine, okay? Because like okay, if you guys want to know what real sanguine looks like, of course this is a little bit different color, but real sanguine looks like this. This is real sanguine. Actually, this I got this from Glenn. So sanguine is actually, it's like a little piece, like a rock, like a chalk rock in a way, and it really should look like that. Yeah. Ah man, like you see that? Yeah, that's like this is the real stuff. I don't even want to use it, because like this is the only piece that I have, and I want to hold on to it as long as I got this this was a gift to me from Glenn Vilpo, and it has sentimental value to it, But anyway, but this is a deeper rich reddish sanguine that I worked out here. So here's another tip, okay, for you guys. When you guys when you draw an object, and I'm hoping this is showing up, because I don't know. When you set in the you could shade like that, which is fine, right? But another thing that I do is, I make sure like all these lines are going like generally speaking, in the direction of like where the light is coming from, right? So that kind of like unifies things in terms of like the relationship between like the shadows and the light, and also it gives a little bit of a feeling of a transition as well, So that's something, if you guys didn't know that already, that might be something that might be a bit helpful for you. Oh, and another thing, that's something you can do. Of course, you could smudge things and get another kind of transition tone that way. So, incomplete sketch here, but another thing, in terms of like doing drawings that don't really work out in the way you want. There's still some elements of truth in there, and you should still be able to. There should still be some fidelity in terms of like what your process is, you know. I'm not gonna say who, but I've seen a couple of like not so good drawings by some of my art heroes, and but you know I say okay, this drawing didn't work out, but I can still see like what their process is, So I know, so sometimes they fall off in terms of like proportions and things like that, but anyway, it's something to keep in mind. Okay, this is maybe Yawa Kinchan. I think a lot of this book is probably Yawa Kinchan, because if you see like a long bodied muscular Japanese woman, it's probably Yawa Kinchan. This is not Yawa Kinchan, but this is another sanguine. This one I mixed sanguine and also a little bit of pencil. Sometimes it's a good idea to to mix your medias. Sometimes sometimes it's going to give you a little bit of a more interesting balance sometimes. So that's something you might want to keep in mind. Okay. That's Katie. That's Katie. And if you see this kind of face, it's Katie. Katie. Sometimes when I do my live drawings, sometimes I'm not so great at getting an immediate likeness, but Katie has a face like that. And Katie, she's a burlesque dancer, and she's awesome. Oh, I'm sorry. So I guess that's probably Katie too. I just didn't get the face right for that one. This is also Katie as well. Yeah. It's also okay. This is a little more cartoonish. I'm definitely sure that's Yawa Kinchan. I'm pretty sure that is. Definitely that's Yawa Kinchan. Yeah, that's definitely her. That's definitely her. Yeah, I really like drawing her. This is a different model. I'm not sure about this one. No. Be careful with your whites sometimes also. Sometimes like I really wanted to like bring this out because I remember the model had like very fair skin, but careful not to use too much white. You know, might make your figures look like they're I don't know they're like rolled in flour or something like that. This is a bad one. This is really a bad one. Yeah, this didn't work out so well. So, but here, like this fleshiness in the stomach, that worked out okay. Um, yeah, this was one of my favorite areas to draw. This one's not finished there, but this is Kai. This is Kai Izumi. That's definitely a Kai Izumi pose. The thing I like about Kai is that she really gets it in terms of like her poses, being able to like read graphically, and also like in space. That's why I like work. She's really such a really great talent. She gives me really nice poses, and this it's almost like a tripod kind of thing she's doing here, but it actually it reads very graphically. It's really cool. It's very cool. This is also Kai, but this is not one of her most inspired poses actually. But she always looks great. That's Kai. So not a good likeness of her, but that's her. That's maybe another take on that other pose that I did before. Kai. That is definitely Kai. That's definitely her the type of body that she has. Maybe I put a little bit too much white in here because the white is very spotty. Because it's like where is the light coming from, right? Is it coming from here? Is it coming from here? Like where is it coming from? So I'm saying, like guys, like really be sparing, when you use your whites. Really be sparing. Otherwise, I mean, if you're doing it for a kind of like a graphic kind of effect, that's fine. But be warned. It might end up making your drawing look a little bit uneven or spotty. Don't know who that is. Oh no, I can't remember. Don't know. I'm not sure who this model is. I don't pick all the models all the time for the live drawing classes. So. Oh, I know who this is. This is oh gosh, yeah. I know. I just can't remember her name right now. Yuka. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. She's actually an art student. But she's I think she's half Japanese and half Latin American, so she really has a very nice body actually. But this one, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, this is Shun La Blue Film, another burlesque dancer here in Japan. Nah, it's not a little bit wonky here. That's also Shun. This one, I kind of like. This one I kind of like. This one is okay, for whatever reason I do like this one. She does kind of have a body like that a little bit, Oh, and I think that's it. I think these are the last two pages actually. Okay. This is again. This is another one with. Oh no, that's Juri. That's Juri Nishio actually. That's Juri Nishio. This one. So, but yeah, when you guys I know are just like doing your quick sketches on toned or gray paper, you know, and like, you know, there's, it's toned enough where you can use white, you know, really, again, be sparing with it, you know, don't, you know, don't drown your, or wash out, don't wash out your drawings by using like too much white. Just use a little bit just to bring out the tones, or to make, you know, those three-dimensional shapes, to make them pop. You know, that's what you want. You know, the white should be used like to make things pop out. It should not flatten things out, right? So anyway, okay, so that's my dirty, my dirty sketchbook exposed number 5. I have one more I'm going to show you, and I'll be back in, I guess, maybe in a day or so. Okay, all right, see you later. All right, bye bye.